Again, back to bring more Final Fantasy XIV to life, complete with all of the updates possible from my cell phone. Hopefully tonight is a good night. I planned on getting in here a little bit earlier, but it got a little bit bumpy on Final Fantasy IV. So let's hope that everything goes just a little bit smoother on here. So but let's just dive into it. Hopefully, and maybe I may even run into Shiva tonight. Maybe. But here we go, everybody. Jumping right in. Gonna play a little bit later than usual tonight, but like I said, hopefully it's just smooth. The thing is, Final Fantasy IV, like I said, was just really, really bumpy. So, to the future. Though not given to small talk, Alphanode can think of no better way to pass the time until Menphilia arrives. Hopefully it's voice audio with the small talk. Not looking promising. Nope. Antecedent. You come to us straight from the Archives House of Fortemps. Trust your time there has proved fruitful. Would that it had. Orianger and I scoured countless texts, but what we found was a questionable veracy. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She lay down with a dragon, the graves of all sins. According to the Ishgardian faith. Yet, in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we would find a useful answer in the archives of House Fortemps. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case, one wonders if it's by circumstance or design. You said that Iceheart took for a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Viewed without prejudice, my bad. Most would agree that bringing an act to an end, endless war serves the greater good. I think Sir Emeric says might take issue with her methods. I think I'm becoming dyslexic. I know it's not a joking matter, but I'm being serious. I'm going crazy. I do not care if a few strangers manage to escape until these sappers confirm to a tunnel is safe. The men are not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander. You pursue your foes with less zeal than I expected, Sir Emeric. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny our enemy has given us a good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being a man of faith, I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Halone that your ancestors came to this land? Why they took up arms against the Dravanians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder? There are those who believe in the faith of the renunciation of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required of all who would live in the life in service to the Fury. Such righteous favor may well serve and not on the front line, so as a leader of men. We are a bit at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the deaths of her enemies. But I would not presume to speak of the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, nay, a different era, and Scripture tells us only so much. Would that it told us more. That man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. A welcome trail at the negotiating table, to be sure. Less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of God. Mayhap he does not truly believe that Oshart's plan can succeed. Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Shiva was real, a living, breathing woman. Of that there can be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure to have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole expectation of good King Mogulwog the 12th, the myth made manifest in response of the fervent supplications of the Mulgard. Saint Shiva may differ, but on what heretics? They are a tribe of outcast war with a mighty nation who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their beliefs. If that's not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Crystals and conviction, Minfilia. They have them both in abundance. If that truly can be all that it required. My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the Aethrat Ashart used to escape. They believe that she teleported to another Aethrat somewhere not far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of this second Aethrat, however, they both been wholly unable to detect its presence directly, unless Ashart has some means to mask its signal. I can only presume she had it destroyed to prevent us from following her. Without the means of teleportation as she did, we have no choice but to search for the alternate route, most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let us not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Charlan may be able to assist us. I pray that you are right. I dare not think that it would how long it would take us to survey the entire tunnel system. While Minfilia looks into our Aetherite problem, I would like to request your assistance with another matter. The 3rd unit is currently tracking the remnants of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly despite our numbers. Korthus is vast, and Ashart followers know the terrain far better. Your knowledge of this region may serve you to hasten the process. The sooner we capture the Ashart's followers, the sooner we can press them for their leader's whereabouts. Also, though it is admittingly a selfish request, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of them who look up to you in case you were not aware. Good. I knew you would understand. Damn it. I didn't mean to skip that. When the task is complete, come and find me in the observatorium, Captain Ilbert, and our meeting to discuss with the latest developments in the investigation. The Temple Knights shall know Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them to their work. Ours is more pressing. Elfino hitting you with all of those big words. There you are, Tonberry. Commander Livenier instructed me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the third hall hail from Udal, and for a man accustomed to the feel of sand beneath his boots, this crunch of snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand, nary a moment ago I received word that the heretics we seek have been spotted making to the... and didn't pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you would join them. I myself shall be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said I do not earn my coin. Whoa, how far out are they? Way out there. Almost there. That's balls. My ankle is on fire. Caught my boot in a rock of something twisted. It is as I felt. The others went on ahead, though. Denifin Pass. Hurry up and you might catch up. If you aren't sure where to go look for tracks. The snow is fresh, so they shouldn't be hard to find. Man, I should have just jumped back on the mount. Yeah, definitely. That's a long walk. I got a level sync. I'm not worried about it. He's got a chocobo. He doesn't need my help. I hate it when that happens. At least everything from here should go decently well. My bad, everybody. The tracks lead southeast. Oh, there's one of the unit braves. What's going down, bud? Scion, what are you doing here? The heretics, I'm not sure. There was a great scaled beast and... Hazi, I think he went on... well, east on his own. The heretics split up, so we did too. Maybe this energy drink will kick in here in a little bit. Wake me up. That'd help out. This dude travels quick. Come on, Ifrit. What are you doing to us, bro? Hazi, what are we gonna fight here? How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretics' tracks that I almost failed to notice that they had doubled back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in his gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I started searching for the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest. And lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. Withdraw in groups of 3 or less to the observatorium. Give the signal and wait. The merchant will be watching. Be late and be left for dead. Drake Fury, how's it going? Maybe one day I can make a different character on the data center. We shall see. Maybe that could go where the melee character will be possibly a Lalafellin, Dragoon, Dark Knight, or Samurai. Who knows? G, how's it going? Thank you for jumping in here. Withdraw, oh yeah, I already read that. Speaks for itself, doesn't it not? They can't possibly mean to rendezvous inside the palace. So, we should restrict our search to the surrounding areas. Let me rephrase that. You should restrict your search to the wilderness around the observatorium. I will need more of a moment's rest to recover from these wounds. Don't know if you checked out the Instagram. Last night I added some Final Fantasy XIV artwork from the art book of Eorzea that came with the Stormblood book. I will be adding more tomorrow for part 2 of that. I'm gonna try to post most of the best pictures in there onto the Instagram. So anybody that is interested in art, you should definitely check that out. And I have more art in which I will be posting gradually over time, just trying to catch up with my games here. So if you're into that, go ahead and start following that page there. Lots always going down on the Instagram. Not an everyday thing, but I try to keep it pretty frequent. I am through with listening to your excuses. We leave now. Hell, the woods are crawling with those bluecoats, and the Knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates. Well, stay with him then if you think you'll find any better. Now, there's no need for that. There are places like this in my homeland. Scared snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Yugiri, yet your lands ever thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunk deep. No, I have done no wrong. None, but meeting in secret with heretics. Deny it all you want. We shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitor are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all. Fancy meeting you here, Tomberry. I presume you were work with the third brought you hither. What a tangled web, lest you wonder. We came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who has been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of the investigation into the ivy. It beggars belief, I know, but it seems our favorite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to the Isar. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yugiri and her shinobi, we might have never discovered the connection. Master Alphina is too kind. I fear my people have done little to aid your search for this spy. We long for the strike against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you will allow it, I would accompany you until the investigation is complete. That is a most generous offer, Lady Yugiri, and one which I gladly accept. Thank you, though I may disappear from a little time. Now that I shall never be far away, and I shall always be watching. A comforting thought. Come, Tomberry, let us wait inside the Captain Obard to return and deliver his report. I can't wait to get to the end. I really want to get, I've actually had a keyboard Drake Fury. I just don't use it. I use the keyboard for my laptop and playing Final Fantasy IV, but I really don't want to convert to a keyboard while I play on the PS4. It may be easier to manage with, chat, but I am so used to the hotbar commands. You beat the game. Oh, wow. Congratulations, G. Definitely congratulations. Hey, I think it's awesome that Gonzalo, you're an anime fan. To all other anime fans, at AnimeCon coming up, we're having more Final Fantasy leaks. I don't know what of. There's not too much information. I actually have heard that there's this different live event, almost like a trap room ordeal, where they're going to be showing Final Fantasy cinematics all throughout the whole thing, and it's the Trials of Bahamut. Should be pretty interesting. Details for that are on, I can't remember, but I will look it up if I remember at the end of this stream, and I'll tell you there. If not, just look up Real Escape Final Fantasy XIV. It'll pop up. Definitely, just Google it. Easiest way to find out. Sounds really awesome though. Definitely going to be looking into it myself. And it's occurring at all kinds of different places around the US. Definitely worth looking into. Wait for the next patch. What I've been thinking about doing, actually, Drake Fury, I saw this this text pad that you can get that goes right here under your controller, that I've literally been thinking about using for like the little gameplay here. But it's just it's a long process thought. I don't really know what I'll do yet. Either way, I'm fairly used to the virtual keyboard that it lets you use on here. And worst case scenario, I do have the old keyboard here that I use for my older titles when I play through. So, oh, and Drake Fury, I saw your comment there at the end of the video, so you also got an extra ticket into that giveaway. I got you. Captain Ilbard seemed confident that the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed, so we should have new information ere long. As to whether it will bring us any closer to learning the Avi's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate. If we spread another wild dodo chase, the gods know we have more than enough to occupy our time as is. Consolo, no hate going down there. The Promels are basically the big form of my little Ifrit Edgy over here. Alphinaud is eager to learn of Ilbard's report on the Avi. Captain Ilbard, your report, if you will. Aye, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretics we captured, I regret to say that the man could tell us naught that we did not already know of Shiva. We have since handed him over to the Ishgardian authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful. We have ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquired their information on the shipment routes. Go on. You will recall the flame we first identified as being in the Avi employ. From him we were able to trace a trail back to the conspirators, each taking us closer to his master. Alas, the trail came to an abrupt end. Fearing that the investigation has been compromised, we took the necessary step of detaining all suspected or of conspiracy, which were 5 on the list, including a flame stationed at Revenant's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of the donations from aboard, the particulars of which he would share with the benefactors, thereby ensuring that he did not go unfulfilled. By virtue of his role, he will probably the details of all shipments bound for the settlement. Needless to say, that would included those originating from the House Fortemps. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant. I think I can guess which one. None other. With little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics. Well, this is one mystery solved at least. But what of the Ivy? Are we any closer to prizing off his mask? I dare say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted to exercising certain administrative powers available only to a high-ranking member of the Immortal Flames. If you were consideration, then, that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspects is greatly narrowed. You mean to say that the agents among Rabon's innermost circle, someone who has been with him since the Immortal Flames establishment? 'Tis the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during his company's founding, with the groundwork for the acting being laid beforehand. To slip a position of authority unremarked and remain above suspicion all these years. I too was surprised, though I rarely should not have been. Of these three grand companies, Uldaz was ever more vulnerable to infiltration. Both Limsa and Gradani had long-standing armed forces that lent themselves well to the formation of the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones, Mond. Under the same leadership, only the banner was different. Not so the Flames. Uldal's military was made up of desperate orders, most of which were glorified mercenaries, companies that answered only to their own paymasters. Hardly an ordeal environment in which to establish something as high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties Ruban faced with founding the Immortal Flames are well known. Even after he had convinced his fellow syndicate members to share the cost, there remained the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed, and given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that means recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaoses founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company. A good deal easier then than now, eh? The Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests in public and private. Though the monarchs ultimately agreed to the support of the organization's founding, 'twas not out of charity that they did so, but self-preservation. Had Nelvan Darnus' ambitions been of any less apocalyptic, you may be sure that they would have never risked supplying Raban with an army. 'Tis but a wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger passed. Returning to the present, even as we speak, our Doman allies are shadowing over several high-ranking flames. Any one of them would be the Ivy. Discerning a blow against the Empire, the refugees were eager to lend this their hand. I expect to hear from them ere long. Very good. Pray continue your investigation with the first. Meanwhile, I have the second to attend to the unrest. The third can join the fourth in inspecting the crystal shipments. If they notice anything unusual, I want to know about it. If Shiva is summoned in the manner of the other Promels, the heretics will be looking for further supplies. Understood, Commander. I shall send word to Emeric, informing him of our success identifying the heretics and betters. Hopefully the information will be used to the Ishgardians. It's time, Commander. Yes, I am unaware. An emergency council with the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been developments in Garlemon, it would seem. As Commander of the Crystal Braves, my presence has been requested. I would have you accompany me, Tomberry. As the realm's stoutest champion, 'tis only meet that you present at the discussion. Oh, and the antecedent has already given her consent, lest you worry. Good night, G. Sorry, I just now saw that. I was trying to just get through as much as this as possible of the dialogue here. There was a lot. The story is epic so far from where I've been. Drake Fury is definitely right there, Gonzalo. Definitely. Like me, you are doubtless eager to conclude our business with Osshart, but until another path to her sanctum is found, we will remain beyond our reach. Mainfilia and the Archons, are sparring to no effort to secure the alternate route. Until such time as they succeed, I suggest that we give some thought to the realm's other problems. I shall go on ahead to Gridania in readiness for the coming council. Meet me in Nophisa's altar, and we shall make our way to the Lotus Stand together. Hopefully we get some nice voice audio there. I would love nothing more. Click. Oh, the Steam sale right now. All the Final Fantasy games are on sale on Steam, 50% off. Yeah. I meant to tell you all guys that earlier. I forgot all about it. All the Final Fantasy games, 50% off on Steam right now. That is all of them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the after years, 8, 9, 10, 10 2, which they're bundled together, 11. You can get 11 for only 20 bucks right now, and that's everything. This guy won't be doing it, unfortunately. Part of me wants to, but I've mentioned several times before why I will not. But no doubt, that is some of the most exciting news. Top Zero is on the list. I think that's about as far as it goes. 14 here is on the list as well. Yeah, so 14 and its expansions. Stormblood I don't think is actually included on there. But, yeah. I meant to let everybody know. I forgot all about it. When I actually log off of here, I am about to just gill away. Go ahead and pick up the rest of the titles I need for the rest of the streams going down. And Drake Fury's got some good information there as well, saying that they were on sale for the cell phone on the Google Market. So you could check that out as well. But the Steam sale will be going on for quite some time, so don't feel like you're rushed to jump in there. It goes all the way up until next month. All the way to July. And it's actually in... I should have used the Aether route. I realize that now. But definitely runs through July a little bit there. My thanks for coming, Tonberry. When you are ready, speak with the conjurer yonder. She will show us to the Lotus Stand. No, it's only 1 through 6. Yeah, Drake Fury's got you there. That would be amazing, no doubt. Although I heard talk of Final Fantasy XI possibly coming to cell phone. I'm not sure how true that is. I have done absolutely no information dug up on that yet. I've been meaning to, but I've been just pretty busy lately. But that would be pretty cool to see one of those on the cell. I would lose my life. The Alliance leaders await you in the Lotus Stand. Will you be joining them now? But of course. And hopefully they join us with voice audio.
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
The rumors are true, then? The War of Succession is ended?
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Who?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign.
Hey, for all you Stormblood people, isn't this Stormblood information? I know this is the patch notes from A Realm Reborn going up. But, Solus Vosgalvis? Could be wrong.
Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Ruthless.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
"'Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed, yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Galvus is a respected military leader. Not so his uncle.
So young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
On fleet.
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions.
His son. I'll be looking forward to that. No doubt.
But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Plainly, the new Emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all. I propose that we set aside the Cartano dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it. If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming. So long as the Ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
Got some nice and juicy story elements right there. Super excited to see what's next. Just remember, everybody, I will have some long playthroughs tomorrow. I will be jumping on the usual time. I'm continuing the stream here, just getting the first announcement off to anybody that might end up jumping out before the end of this. I'm gonna have quite a few streams tomorrow, though. No Red Mage and no Final Fantasy IV tomorrow, though. Neither. Gonna be focusing mainly tomorrow, probably 3 to 4 videos, 3 to 4 streams, whatever. Gonna probably be around 3 hours long, maybe 3 hours plus each. Hopefully you can periodically catch me throughout the day, but really trying to dig into a lot of this story. John Doe 813. How are you, sir? How are you? Thank you for coming in and giving us a watch tonight. Diving in straight to some nice and juicy story details and nice potential plot twists. It will not have escaped your notice that the nations of Eorzea are no nearer to being one purpose, despite their protestations. To the contrary, plainly the threat of resurgent Garlemald is not enough to stir them. And the reason for this? Deep-rooted mistrust amongst the citizenry. The nations, the leaders can come to all understanding they like, but their unity means little and less to the common folk. Take the Lamenzans, for instance. Though the Admiral Merwub outlawed piracy over a decade ago, foreigners still picture a nation as a haven for grog, swilling, wooden-legged cutthroats. And likewise Gridania are mocked as hermits, who talk to trees, and the Ul'dahs scorned as swindlers who worship coin. Not that such sentiments are entirely without grounds, of course. Take that pillar of a law. Society Eladeshi, for example, but is besides the point that the fact that the people are wary of outsiders, whether they have cause to be or not. On that basis, we could argue that the conflict of Cartano is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates the acquisition of Omega in order to placate. We must present them something resembling warfare, and thereby curl their appetite by the full-scale conflict. But enough idle musing. Let us speak more on the pressing matter, the Ivy. Since we spoke at the auditorium, Captain Ilbard has further shortened his list of suspects, and by happy coincidence, one of them deemed most likely candidate is lately come to Gradania. The hunt nears its end, Tonberry. All that remains is the corner of our quarry. Seek out Ilbard near the Adder's Nest. He will give you the particulars. There should be a development in Coerthas. Be sure that I will send word without delay. In the meantime, you will success. I wish you success in the apprehending of the Ivy. Goodness. That was intense. Finally made it to Heaven's Sword. Well, you beat me, John. You beat me. I am trying my best to catch up, and hopefully I will hit Stormblood content tomorrow after my long playthroughs. Drake Fury. Hopefully you can catch it as well. But I understand completely playing on the side. Definitely understand that. Get as much done as you possibly can. I am trying my best to catch up with everybody and be legit about it. I know there's some discrepancies with my red mage. He's for pleasure. But definitely trying to catch up and be legit about it. I really want to see these nice, juicy story details all along the way. And to get there, the best way would be constant grinding. So hence the long streams and everything tomorrow. Going to love the ending of 2.5. Gosh. My thanks for coming, Sion. Doubtless the commander has informed you, but we have unmasked the Ivy. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution. Oh. What is this? Haddock dip. Ilbert is convinced that he has discovered the Ivy's identity and preparing to move against the Garlean Spa. That's what I'm after. Intelligence 39? Yeah! If only we had more audio here. It's all good though. Awesome. The monk. Listen well, the spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than the Flame Marshal. Whoa, Flame Marshal? Alan Relay. Robon's second in command? Oh wow, this runs deep. Prior to joining the Immortal Flames, she was a mercenary to a small renown. They say her skill was with polearm. Had to be seen to be believed. Of his guardian birth, she is the highest ranked foreigner in Immortal Flames, barring the Flame General himself, of course. Would not expect her to have been the one, though she does resemble Iceheart quite a bit. Now, I doubt that even means anything, no less, but still yet. When he formed the Grand Company, Robon chose people based on their worth, whence they held was no interest. The monarchists saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they revered the reject candidates nominated for the high-ranking positions. And 'twas no secret that they did not favor foreigners, Ishgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the alliance. Yet the monarchists did not raise so much of a murmur of protest when Ole was appointed to her post. Passing strange it is not. Could it be that the Avi has hold over the monarchist? Oh. The old duck and cover trick. These revelations are secondary to our current mission. Of foremost interest is Erlein's presence to here now. You may be aware that it is a duty of the Flamed. I never accept those. Not on this character. He runs solo. Maybe at the end. Maybe at the end. I know. I get the hate for it all the time. As you may be aware, it is the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the Immortal Flames in the absence, or in the Flame General, while Raban attended the Council of Allegiance leaders. She should have remained in the Hall of Flames, but she did not. The woman has no business being in Gridania, yet here she is nonetheless. On some pretense, she is up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flames records, evidence for Rollet's guilt. But if we can catch her red-handed, we shall have an all proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city's gates, the airship landing, and the docks. Every point aggress, she cannot leave without her knowledge. All that remains is the shadow until she betrays her true purpose. Can I rely on your eyes, son? Indeed. You have my thanks. Let us go then. Take care and alert our quarry. Wow. Throughout this patch, I was hoping the dialogue would pump the brakes just a bit, but it always comes and goes. Dragoon to 65. Awesome, tease me. I have done the Moogle Mog King fought. I actually have went through it all. There, John Doe. But, yeah. That Moogle was tough. Though others may not think so. It was one tough battle, no less. Relay is headed in the direction of the Blue Badger Gate. With me, Scion. Let's go. No spoilers, please. I have not actually played through this, and it is my first time. I try to keep it spoiler-free as possible. So I already think I'm saying her name wrong. I'm gonna say Roale. So Roale has entered the Carline Canopy. Meeting someone perchance. Or could it be she means to board an airship? Or maybe she's on to us. Pray look for her within. If she is not on the upper floor, try the landing area below. One of mine is stationed there, and she may have seen something. Ephemine is her name, and I shall remain here in case Roale appears. My guess is she scurried off to an airship. Tonberry disciple, such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? A social visit, you say? How pleasant. No, she didn't come this way. I've noted the passenger, and none bore any resemblance. Well, don't let me keep you. What a secret message. Gotta whisper it under the breath. Nowhere to be seen, you say? And you are sure she did not board an airship? She did not come back out either. Where in the seven hells could she have gone? The roost! How could I forget? Rhaegar, strike me down a fool. I will search the premises while I do that. I need you to speak with the men. I posted the 3 main gates and the pier. Found out whether there has been any suspicious activity, and meet me at the Aetherat Plaza. I do have the top hat. For how long it lasts, I do not know. I'm digging it though. I really like the top hat look. Nothing to report at this gate. No one resembling the suspect has been here, sir. Go to the Aetherat Crystal, bro. Shh, don't tell nobody. Really, with the Moogle battle, the hard part to me was trying to figure out the strategy at first. I go into everything on this game completely blind. And, sorry about that. I just got lost in train of thought there, though. Those free companies never stop coming. But the biggest thing was, a lot of times, by the time I have finally figured out what to do within one of those things, I'm placed with a party that also doesn't really know what to do. So then I'm stuck with a lot of new players just like I am, and we're all trying to figure it out, where you have a lot of them just winging it. That is my biggest problem with a lot of these different things. Palace of the Dead strikes it far more than the worst of them all. Luckily, I finally beat the floors 41 through 50 with the Red Mage earlier today. And let me tell you, that was a feat. Definitely a feat there. Red! Castaway Chocobo minion. That sounds really cool. Shit, I did not read that. My bad, everybody. I had actually forgot that I clicked X there. Trying to keep up with the chat as well. Old Gridania. The suspect? Haven't seen her. Best check with the olders. The dialogue. The oh. Oh, the others. Oh, the others. It's just like some at. Some at. Oh, shit. No. Oh, messed up. Whoa. What are they doing down here? Wow, that's really far up there. Okay. Sprint with your little legs, you little old fella man. No, sir. A few Eorzean women did leave on the last ferry, but none of them matched the suspect's description. Oh, John is definitely right there, Drake. There's this one move on hard that if you have a very unfocused party, which I have a stream to prove it, they have one single move that will just deliver one fell sweep across the party and take you all out. So, I remember though, they give you numbers, thankfully, which, in order to fight each Moogle throughout the battle. That's on hard mode though, I have not even seen Expert. Don't even know how to feel about that. Well, have there been any sightings? Not really, bro. Damn it all. I turned the roost upside down, but Ruali was nowhere to be found. The innkeepers told me that she had availed herself of a room, but no one saw her leave. She has donned some manner of disguise, of that can be no doubt. But as to where she has gone... Greetings, good sir. Might I interest you in some Munturi tonic? A cup a day imbues a man with great vigor. If you take my meaning. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait. That necklace. You are a shinobi of Doma. The woman you seek has left Gridania by the way of West Shore Pier. She was attended as a merchant. Attired, my bad. But these eyes are not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your search in the East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows. Thank the 12 for the Domans. Were it not for their unique talents, Rollet would have disappeared without a trace. Give me that good. No doubt, I definitely need this robe. No order for extreme well. And I actually like the fact that Drake Fury, when you actually mentioned everybody in the party, yeah, see, That was my problem, and so far has been my problem with running through the game. I'm running into a lot of new players along with myself, and most of us are just trying to scramble around and hurry up and rush on into Stormblood as fast as we can to catch up with, like, everybody. And we get put in these positions where nobody wants to even try to figure out strategy. They just want to jump in and spam buttons as fast as they can, and it really tears a group apart. And not to mention, we all know those peeps who do not know how to play a role in an MMO. But I do like the fact that you actually stated if you have a nice focused group, though. That's something I really want to lay in hard. See, that is where I get a lot of hate throughout my streams. People will come in here and say, oh dude, well, nobody really talks bad about me. Thankfully, I have a nice, great group of followers here, but no less, sometimes I feel like I get the blame put on my shoulders. Maybe that's just me. Could just be me. But no doubt, it's not always just me. Sometimes it's the party. Though I do mess up quite a bit of times. I won't say that I'm perfect. Not the greatest gamer. Just love to play the Final Fantasy games. Let's go, Ilbard. Our hunt leads us to the East Shroud, Scion. I suggest we follow Royale example and take the ferry from West Shore Pier. You'll doubtless wish to make certain preparations to see them while I go on ahead. I shall wait for you at Sweet Bloom Pier. Seems faster to just go to Hawthorne Hut instead of going to the pier. I could just Hawthorne Hut, mount the way up. One loading screen away, basically. Oh, you guys are awesome. You have to hate them more. Oh. Very soon, everybody, I will also start streaming on Twitch as well. It will be literally the exact same content, but I'm just trying to branch things out, trying to build those subscribers up as far as I can. We are so close to 150, like right there. But gonna probably branch out to Twitch. Also somewhat trying to build up a little funding for the channel. I myself so far fund every single little bit of everything by myself, which I don't mind, you know. It's the channel, it's for the peeps. But yeah, a little extra funding possibly coming from Twitch here and there would help out everything. Quality, other game titles. Eventually, the later into the series I get, I will probably have to upgrade the PC, unfortunately. This way, my friends. Ooh, your quarry makes for the Hawthorne Hut. Very good. We must make haste. A moment, Captain. There is another matter which requires your attention. I must urgently fear. What is it? A short while ago, an Imperial squadron was observed departing Castrum Oriens. They march at speed for the South Shroud. So they have decided to take action. Indeed, they seek to destroy the jamming defense. An explanation is in order. You may be aware of the Garleans have their own method of communicating over great distances, while our indigenous friends at the Garland Ironworks have provided us with devices which disrupt these communications. We have installed them around the city-states. In doing so, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Of course, we did not expect the Garleans to remain silent. If they wished to communicate, they would find a way, be it via correspondence or secret meetings. Needless to say, we hoped it would risk the latter, for Roale has not disappointed us. As we well know the face of the immortal flames, she cannot move about Thanalan without being recognized. It would seem only a matter of time before someone saw her disguise. Tis for this reason. That's almost a tongue tar. I believe that she has chosen the Black Shroud for her clandestine meeting. The Elzen are a common sight here, and her comings and goings are not likely to turn any heads. However, were the jamming device to be rendered inoperative, Role would no longer need to meet her masters in person, and their planned rendezvous would almost certainly be called off. And we cannot have that. It would deprive us of the opportunity to secure the damning evidence against her, which is the very least if we were to convict someone of her standing. All rests upon the continued operation of the jamming device. It must needs be protected. If you could attend this task, my shinobi will continue to observe Role. Very well, son. I would have you intercept the Garleans while my men move out, cut off the retreat. None must escape. I feel like half of these people talk like Yoda. Several of my countrymen have already taken positions to the South Shroud. Seek out Shinobi at the quarry mill, and he will apprise you of the situation. To the quarry mill, I think. Sorry, everybody. Just trying to get caught up here. And John Doe. Thank you. No doubt. Yeah, YouTube is a good place for streaming, getting your name out there, but YouTube and their monetizing, it's just, it is what it is. You know, I really enjoy being here on YouTube. I've made loads of progress with the help of all of you, no doubt. But moving on over to Twitch, I can actually get a little bit more funding going down, and all the funding that I get is definitely going towards more streaming and, again, better quality, better giveaways. Well, more giveaways. I mean, they're not bad, but no less. That's why I would like to eventually somewhat move to Twitch. Imperial. Wow. Congratulations there. Beam. I'm just, I'll definitely look into Beam, John. I'm really trying to focus on things with Twitch. Luckily, while you're streaming there, you can also stream on YouTube at the exact same time. If Beam is the case with that as well, I'll definitely check it out. But I'm trying to just, I guess, keep universal here. That way I can be on all points and keys here. But no doubt, I thank you all nonetheless for every little bit of the support you have given the channel here. It's always amazing and much appreciated. Mixer. But congratulations again, Imperlian. No doubt. Where is this person? On the outskirts of town, maybe? Oh, wow. Okay. Not around the outskirts of the city. Maybe up on the city walls. Where is this shinobi? Ah, there we go. We meet again, my friend. I have no mun toy tonic to offer the time, I'm afraid. As I believe you know, Imperial forces are in the South Shroud on a mission to destroy the jamming device. We must see to it that they do not succeed. So, the Crystal Braves will cut off their retreat. Very well. My countrymen and I shall attend to the soldiers and their infernal machines. We leave in your capable hands. At present, the Garleans are in the vicinity of Andrapur Keep. Let us head there at once. Time to battle. Oh, Ifrit's still off. I didn't look for his health. Just kind of assumed he was dead. I haven't seen him in a while. He's just lingering behind me there. Whoa! Some death claws. Did not expect all of that. What the hell, death claws? Very nice. Report to the shinobi. Okay, that's not too far. Wow. Thank you so much, Imperlian. Thank you so much. That is amazing. Wow. Thank you. That is awesome. That was a most impressive showing, my friend. As you can see, we too have been not idle. Have not been idle. The Avi will receive no warning of our coming. I will definitely keep it up as long as I possibly can. I do not plan on giving it up. Honestly, this would be the biggest dream of mine to come true, and it would just be to be a full-time streamer. And I'm not talking all day, because I understand nobody could just sit and watch somebody stream anything all day long. But I would just like to have better quality, just keep building the community. You are all great people, and I can never thank you all enough. That's why I try to do the giveaways, and I would like to always keep that going as well, to just say thank you to you all the best I can. No doubt. You are all just so great. Ultimately, all of you jumping on here every night's really what keeps fueling me to go on. I can just really never thank you all enough. The shinobi seems eager to send you on your way. Now that the jamming device is no longer at risk, you may safely return to your hunt. Please rejoin Lady Yugiri. She awaits you at the Hawthorne Hut. I shall remain here and have a few words with this sorry lot. Nothing serious, I assure you. Just a spot of small talk. Wow, I didn't know it was already 3. Don't worry, everybody. I'm going to keep going for a little while longer, no less. Don't have work tomorrow. Thankfully, I have a really cool boss. Yugiri. Want news? I am given to understand that the mission was a success. Not a single Imperial soldier has made position through the work as always, San. By way of reward, we can now turn our attention to Ruale once more. What news, Lady Yugiri? My people report that she has departed for the Bramble Patch. So she means to go ahead with the meeting. Excellent. It is time to close net around her. My countrymen and I shall lie in wait in the met shadows. Tread warily, my friends. Seems this is slowly coming to a close, or hastily. Can't really tell right now. This game always hits you with a twist, which I love, actually. These twists, they just thicken the story plots. Sometimes they get a little confusing, but they do a good job at uncovering everything right after. And I was supposed to be down there, so death jump. It's been a while since I've had a nice steady death jump. That was on purpose anyway. Accidental do not count. Oh shit, was I actually supposed... Okay, good. I was about to say, was I supposed to be up there? Oh, just to do this really quick for you, Gonzalo, you should check this out. You just said Final Fantasy VI, so I just wanted to play this for you really quick. I don't know if you've noticed. Listen to the music. Oh, some good Final Fantasy VI music. Just beyond, Rollet is in conversation with an individual, clad in the manner of an adventurer, an imperial intermediary butchered that. This is it with me. Intermediately. There we go. The Flame Marshal. Eline Role, you are under arrest for treason and espionage. Dubious adventurer, you were followed, you bloody fool. Damnation. What up? Uh-oh. For once, it was not us falling into a trap. Or, I could be wrong. You are unarmed, my lady, and scarcely garbed for battle. But if you wish to fight, you are welcome to try. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling into Twelveswood? When last I looked, that was no crime, and neither was conversing with the passing strangers. You would feign ignorance, then. Very well. If you do not think of something to say, there will be plenty of time to say it later. Now, quietly. Come quietly, or I shall make it you wish you had. I will offer you no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide. Oh. I was expecting something to go down. Nothing. Nothing went down. Surprised. Yes. Yes. Definitely. I was hoping that you would get that. Sounds like you were on the same page as I am for that Final Fantasy VI remake. Hopefully that is the other that they will mention. Let's hope. Who knows when it would be released, though. Final Fantasy VII has become a little white rabbit, which we've all been chasing for years now. Even a warrior of Royale's renown could not be hoped to escape by force. Despite her claims, her surrender does not bespeak innocence, but an awareness that her position is untenable. With the Ivy thus uprooted, my bad, it is to be hoped that the tendrils she entwined around the immortal flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhap then the people of Ul'dah will have the grand company they deserve. Let us speak of the present, if I may ask. What will you do now, Tonberry? So the Scions seek way into the Asheart's sanctum. Then I dare say you are eager to return to the Rising Stones. Pray do not let me keep you. Fear not, my countrymen and I shall tend to the aftermath. You need not waste your talents here. And speaking of talents, you have considered training in the art of the shinobi. You have the aptitude for it, I believe. So please give it some thought. Till next time, my friend. Oh, he's definitely looking spiffy now. Let's check him out. Nice studs. Not too bad. Now let's continue. Ah, there we go. Oh, Minfilia. How I wish you would bless me with some voice audio. Welcome back, Tarmanberry. I understand that Alphino had a task for you. May I ask what it was? You know, the huge. Sending me way out. Charges of treason and espionage against Eileen Roulet. I can scarce believe it. Could there not have been some manner of misunderstanding? No, it avails us not to dwell on it. Whatever the truth may be, we must trust to the authorities to uncover it. Let us speak of another matter. I am pleased to report that we have made progress in our efforts to find a way into the Asheart's sanctum. Awesome. Fill me in further. I will be right back, everybody. I'm gonna take a quick restroom break. Like, 2 minutes tops. Tops. All of us. I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody. Whoa. Oh, okay, Minfilia, what is next? Minfilia has never been one to hesitate when it comes to asking others for aid. An odd way to start the conversation. As you may recall, Ashart used the Aetheryte to dip in the depths of the snow cloak to teleport a short distance to the west, most likely to a sanctuary of some description. It is there that we suspect that she means to summon Shiva using the crystals she stole from the House of Four Temps caravan. The heretics believe that they are bringing about the second coming of their patron saint. But if, as we suspect, they mean to hold a summoning ritual of the kind employed at the beast tribes, it seems likely that the result will be something more akin to a primal. Suffice it to say, they must be stopped, and stop them we shall, but first we must surmount the obstacle the Ashart has placed in our path. Ordinarily, it would be a simple matter to tap into the established Aetheryte net and thereby follow our query. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the Aetheryte which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second Aetheryte upon our arrival, a reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. After discussing the matter of the length with Urianger, we have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution, which is why we have called upon the aid of one who possesses such expertise, a colleague of ours who is currently en route to Revenant's Toll from Charlayan. She should be arriving within the hour, in fact. Since you are here, Mayhap, we could welcome her together. I am certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and await her coming. I like the Chocobo games. I really do. I've always liked them. Chocobo's Dungeon 1 and 2, Chocobo Racing. Love Chocobo. It's my sheet. Oh no, Carby does whatever Carby wants, unless you give it some sort of command. Oh, hot and cold Chocobo from Final Fantasy IX, I love that too. Just a Chocobo fanatic, though. I named my dog after a Chocobo. Some nice music here.
Minfilia, am I right?
Voice audio! Yeah!
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
And who is this very cool looking lady?
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Charlayan scholar, and an
Moonbreeder.
authority on Aetheryte technologies. She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
No doubt. Could have blessed me further with a little bit more voice audio, but hey. One introduction at a time, I suppose. Oh, I love the Chocobo race on 10 to get the celestial weapons. Oh, I love it all. Love me all Chocobo things. I cannot wait to get to 10 in all these playthroughs just to do the celestial weapon trials all over again. The one I hate the most is Kamari's catching the butterflies. Now that is a pet peeve of mine. I would much rather race Chocobo. Let us return to the Rising Stones at once then. We have much to discuss. Hopefully with voice acting. Yeah, I hated the butterflies. Ingvar! What is up? Good morning to you. And a good morning from Chocobo as well. I don't even know if I even have the option to summon Carby anymore. I know I have Garuda, Taunton, and Ifrit. But I cannot say so much for Carby. What is he race? Removes a single damage over time effect from a target party member other than self. What? They turned this class into a secondary healer. Screw drain. Yeah, I'm not so sure I can actually, I think the only way I'm going to be able to summon Carby again is to switch my actual job back over to the Arcanist. Oh, I would love that. Ah, Chocobo game in 7 for Not to the Round. Very nice. Ooh, the Chocobo racing in this game at the Gold Saucer is amazing. And oh, yes, Gonzalo, there is a Gold Saucer here in this game. Same music. Voice audio. Let's hope so, Choco. Fingers crossed.
Moon! Gods, it's been ages!
Yes!
Oh, longer,
Whoa.
sister.
Choco, danger zone. Danger zone. Sister?
A joyous reunion indeed.
Ooh, Wafu, you stole her.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Everyone, if I could have your attention. We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Sharlayan to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
I definitely see what you mean now, Drake Fury. Definitely see what you mean now. I love every second of it. The voice acting is no doubt my favorite part. I'm able to absorb so much more.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits.
This guy.
And nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
Uncomfortable. Pop
I
that.
come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me.
Oh, just. I was gonna say popped his personal bubble. She just exploded that thing.
I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Go on. Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
I love Oriange, but replicating his dialogue is one of the biggest nightmares of this game. He has a very prestige grammar and use of proper grammar, which is, you know, no doubt amazing, but trying to replicate all of that can be difficult.
You still haven't found it then? You're missing Aetherite.
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an Aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second Aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the Aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first Aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
Hmm.
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the Aetherite.
Did she? I suppose so.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Hmm.
Truly? How?
Indeed.
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, Aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an Aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult. And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process.
Whoa.
They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal. I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the aetheryte. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risked the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options. If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
Roll the dice. No doubt, it's what it sounds like. Whoa, that's just weird. What is his? Skills are getting there. That intelligence. 544. Healing abilities are just way off. 166. Wow. A plan has been devised, and Minfilia would have it carried out without any further delay. I have already informed Alphanote of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner Moonbrada described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents only hope of success. He also said that he wished to meet with you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you will find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you've done on our behalf, Tonberry, and I will have faith in your return to us, as you always have. To Dragon Head. Yes, it's they're actually called edgy in here. The edgy, or basically a diluted form of the Promels within this game, which could also be known as the Summoner, which is my class, no doubt, Summoner. So it's a little basic explanation there for you, Gonzalez. Or Gonzalo, my bad. My bad. I'm just starting to get really tired. I have been up for quite some time now, but I'm going to play just a little bit longer. Oh, I hope what's coming is something I can hope for just as well as you are. I'm hoping for Shiva. That's my hopes. As soon as they've mentioned her, that is all I have been wanting to see. Such a tease how they've mentioned her so far. Good to see you, Tonberry. I was starting to wonder if you were having second thoughts. Captain Ilbert sends his regards, by the way. He attends to the interrogation of Eline Roale in Ul'dah, even as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the Avi upon your return. I trust that, by which I mean to say, the others are waiting for us at the Aetherod after you, Scion. Uh-oh. What's going down? Ooh, Drake Fury, you've got me stoked. Oh, this is amazing. Let's help him. Choco, you want to help? No. No. That is the opposite of help. That is not help. No. Not helping. Okay. There. It's ready. Quit being so evil. I gotta watch. Ah. Ha! It worked. I think. Try attuning to the Aetherot now. Feel for the current and try to relocate the beacon. Choco, you're being so evil right now. Stop. Evil. There you go. You go to your love seat. We have done all we can. Tonberry, for now, let us withdraw. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If by grace of the 12 you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. Before she summons Shiva, he says. I hope she does. For my own pleasure, not for the safety of Eorzea. Alphino, let's do it. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual. My bad. And if she succeeds, you have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Ooh, you're teasing me. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, and so I will encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on success of Membrada's experiment, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Before you assemble your party, pray speak with the knot. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Emeric. Good sir, tell me what you have to say. Sir Emeric, Sir Emeric regrets that he could not be here in person, and I ask that I read this letter from him. Plot twist. Ishgard faces President's threat. An unprecedented threat. Yet in our hour of need, it is not her knights who stand posed to defend her. Tonberry Disciple, the warrior of light, savior of Eorzea, your deed this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you choose to remain. I am addicted to this game. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use the gifts of selfish ends, you wield your service in greater cause. May Halone bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. Oh, I am so ready for this. I'm gonna give it a whirl. I gotta do it tonight. It's so late, but I have to. 29 minutes, though. Gosh, that's so hard to wait. I don't know if I can do it, everyone. It's 3:48 a.m. in my area, and 29 minutes just... I cannot fit that into my time frame right now. I will be up super late. Gosh. I want to do this so bad, but the time... 29 minutes. I just don't know if I can do it, everyone, tonight. Yeah, everyone, I just, not tonight. It's just going to be too long of a wait. I'll jump into it tomorrow. No doubt. Hopefully you can catch me there. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here, everybody. That way tomorrow I can just jump directly back into this. So if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. If you do, not only will you be able to check this out and know when it's going down tomorrow, which it will be somewhat... Yeah, that's actually a good point there, Rajo. That's actually a good point. With a lot of DPS coming into play here and a lot of players trying to make their way through the story, there's really no telling how long it could take. But hey, if you subscribe, not only do you, get your chance on to jump in here and see when it's streamed tomorrow, you also increase your chances of being the winner of the Titus mini figure giveaway. It also increases your chances of winning the giant Stormblood sticker, which I do not have right now. You can check other streams. It's within the streams. But hey, I will join back with it tomorrow, complete with 3 additional faces, 2 additional swords, and a chocobo. Don't forget the blitz ball. That could be yours when we get to 250 subscribers. We will have the giveaway. But to increase your chances, you can keep jumping in on so many of these streams of mine where I give people so many different chances to have extra tickets into the giveaway. So fret not. Also, different little things I do along the way on other different forms of social media. You can get on the Patreon. On the Patreon, there are also different ways there that you can increase your chances of winning the Tidus minifigure giveaway. Also, little fun things going on there. But everybody, it's just really late, so we will continue this tomorrow, no doubt. And I'll just have to jump into it tomorrow, John Doe. I want to actually get it done, I do, but we will even have 6 more players to wait for, even with us in this duty finder, and it is just super late for me right now. Again, I've already had work today and so many other things. It's 3:51 a.m. in my area right now, and I plan to do loads of streaming tomorrow, no doubt. So hopefully you can catch me there, hopefully. But John, I thank you so much for the help. I love it when somebody from the chat is willing to actually lend a hand to speed up the process. It always makes things very, very, I don't want to say easy, but it definitely speeds up the process and make things easier on me, no doubt. And Imperian, that would be amazing. But keep in mind, this is the Promal data center. So I'm just in case, you know, I'm not sure if you actually knew that, though. And thank you, Drake Fury. I will definitely try my best to have a good night. And good luck on finishing 2.0 tomorrow. And I will definitely be playing through the day tomorrow again. Everybody, I'm going to go ahead and state it again. There will be no Final Fantasy IV tomorrow, no Red Mage tomorrow. So oh, sounds awesome. Sounds awesome. I will, again, no Red Mage, no Summoner. But tomorrow we'll have multiple streams all day long, on and off, of the Summoner here. I'm trying my best to just dive into the story really deep so I can get him caught up to Stormblood. So I'm not really diving into too many Stormblood spoilers there. Really trying to keep my Red Mage more job dependent there. That way, I'm not really diving into spoilers. But I thank you all for watching, and thank you all for subscribing, and thank you all for the support. It is always amazing. But John Doe 813, thank you again for the help. Hopefully tomorrow we can jump on that. Even if not, hopefully you can catch the stream. It would be amazing. Imperian and helping out with Shiva would also be amazing. It would be definitely amazing if we could all get this out of the way. I don't even want to say out of the way. I'm super excited to actually see this. I have not yet seen Shiva in here, so it will be an amazing thing for me. So John Doe, Imperian, Drake Fury, thank you all for watching. Gonzalo and Ingvar, again, thank you all. And Rajo, I actually said that wrong earlier, my bad. Thank you for coming in here. Again, be sure to subscribe if it's your first time around. That Tidus minifigure could be yours. Who knows? Loads of people have been getting chances to get extra tickets in there, so we'll see how it really goes. But everyone, it has been an amazing night. Luckily, we have loads of the story plots taken out and taken down and taken into consideration. Tase me, thank you for coming in here as well. It has been awesome. You definitely come in. And G, thank you for being a part of Final Fantasy XIV and Final Fantasy 3. 14 and 4, my bad. Gonzalo and a few others were there as well. Drake Fury jumped in on that. But again, thank you all so much for being a part of this and getting in here. Hopefully you all have a good night. I'm going to get a little bit of rest, eat a little bit of grub, and then you can all catch me on here in about, I'm going to be realistic here and say 9 to 10 hours. So until then, everybody, you have yourself an amazing night. And again, I cannot thank you all enough. This time, Berry Disciple, though, everybody. And it is time for me to get out of here. Good night, everyone. And thank you all again.